Better than Saturday morning cartoons right now.
Better than Saturday morning cartoons. Today's episode, Water Hammer. What Water Hammer is?
Oh, you're talking to me? Water Hammer.
Water Hammer is today's episode. And Water Hammer is?
Water Hammer. It's when the water hammers.
Today's episode, Water Hammer. And pretty much it's just a fancy word for loud pipes. That's what they got going on here. And we're about to go in there and take care of this problem for them.
Teflon Don. Here we have a commercial style setting for a bathroom. We have a flush valve that when you push the handle, lets water through and it closes rapidly. And that's what causes your water hammer, because your water's gonna go back into your pipes and has nowhere to go.
And why it does that? Because we have a closed system with this double check. So that water's not able to go back into the service main. So what it does, it stops here. It stops what's it gonna do? Hammer and shot. So we're gonna get up there, put some hammer arresters in there. Probably increase the size of the expansion tank too, because just like it says expansion tank, give a little more room for that water to go.
All right, right now we're doing some prep work. We're getting our hammer arresters tied on to our female adapters, and then we're gonna press them onto our T's so we can go and put them in the ceiling. And with Blue Monster and Mega Lock, you can't go wrong. You'll never have a leak.
Great. And of course, you go with the Milwaukee Pro Press. You got the 12 volt, and we got the big dog 18 volt out for this one. So we'll get it done pretty quick.
Got on Instagram, I didn't do this one. It was Super Tech that did this one. They can make fun of him, not me.
Huh. Vamos a ver.
So back in the day, whenever we started, we didn't have these fancy 12 volt angle impacts and these little fancy Malco chucks that are 1/4 and 5/16. We had these hands and a 5/16 or a 1/4. Angry because he had a train Weathertron unit that had 100 screws on there, and then you got that 3 screws in there that were Phillips fit, and all you had was a 5/16. And you had to walk all the way back to the truck because you didn't have this on you either. You didn't have these fancy Milwaukee shockwave kits that go along with your fancy drill.
Oh, we had those stupid dial ones, remember? You turned them, and you'd lose them.
On that screwdriver. It was a Craftsman,
Granger's, no, it was Milwaukee Granger sold them. About a whole case of
ridiculous.
Throw the things down the road.
And that was just...
Oh, it's got a magnet on it. You can't lose the box.
By the end of the week, you had 2 chucks. And those are the ones that you don't
like
need.
me right now. Why am I doing this by hand when I have a tool that automatically do it? I'm just sitting here spinning it. And see, yeah, of course doing Pro Press. A lot of guys don't like Pro Press. Oh, it's gonna leak. Oh, it doesn't last forever. Well, I think that, you know, no. It's all about the prep. You clean it, you ream the inside out, you press it good, it's gonna last just as long as anything. The guys that just talk bad about it is because they don't have one. And once they get one, they're gonna be like, man, Pro Press is great, because I was one of those guys. And so, Milwaukee's made a believer out of me on that. And same for Zoom Lock, but that's a whole nother video on that one. So of course here's the water hammer arrest we attached, and if you look in there, you see that little point in there? That's what presses that chamber up, so that's going to absorb all the shock and noise they're hearing in this building with that tool up there. As you can see, we got it all prepped, clean, marked, it's pressed, the hammer's in, so that's how you do it right there, and we'll insulate it and they'll be good to go. And doing the same thing, just different location. As you can tell, we got another flush valve toilet. It's not a tank toilet like you have in the home. So like once again, once that thing shuts off, it's gonna make that hammer, but we're gonna stop it. And it is way up there.
Flush show meter.
Like way up there.
Working on Saturdays. Test your patience. Worse than taking an AR test right now.
What was that boy?
Read them books. You know, it reminds me of my childhood that kids nowadays will never understand. Back downtown at Video Showcase 2000, they used to have that little game where it had a bunch of little holes you could put a quarter in, and you had to try to catch a quarter in there and get you a new release for 2 nights. had to set your Friday off and you caught that quarter and you're like, and you try to be a weasel sometimes, he's like a nickel or a dime, and she'd be like, it's gotta be a quarter.
Apparently thinks Uvalde's in the Valle.
It is in the Valle. It's called Uvalde.
That has nothing to do with that. It is by San Antonio.
That's the Valle.
You look like the Valle. Get out of here.
That's the Valle. Right now we got one of the hammer resters installed. We got it cut, clean, pressed, and ready to go, and one more.
One more to go, and it'll be done. Hopefully, no more noise.
Yeah, I knew I should have brought Ralph today. He wouldn't have complained.
Yeah, that's right.
He knows what the buy is.
You go get Ralph. Good. You go get him.
I'll go get him. Watch, he'll show up on Monday or Tuesday when you least expect it.
Good. Go get him. Go get Ralph.
You
hear that? Go get him.
And for the guys out there that think that traditional sweat copper is better than ProPress, you can still have mess ups even if you're a trained veteran. This was just a ticking time bomb, and we so happened just to touch it and it fell right into our hands. Alright, and she was barely hanging on, not even cedar all the way in. Hanging by a thread. Copper, sweat, or ProPress, you can still have issues. It's the man doing the job, not the tool.
Got all our hammer arresters in. As you see, I'm covered in insulation, so it's a pretty dirty job. About to turn the water on and see if the noise is gone. I don't get how people say we look alike, man, because he is like fugly. You know, like he is like ugly, so ugly. Was you here last time? And I was like, no.
You know what Steve is? We may look like, but I'm the better looking one. I was like, huh, better looking one my ass.
He's like, I'm the good looking one.
I'm the good looking one. He's so mad. I was like, you mean the fat one was here?
Why don't you go outside so your glasses can darken up? Alright, here's the office I was hearing the most loud noise of the water line, so Christian, go ahead and flush it! You might hear the water, hear that? Nothing. That's why you call the R Bros with the double P's, because we get it done right.
Post plumbing.